6, 5,
Carl, can you see?
2.
Hello, and welcome to Fresno State Focus. I'm Carl Cook.
And I'm Alexis Molina.
Car break-ins are at an all-time high around Fresno State. Some students feel that this area is targeted because this is where so many students live. The Fresno County Sheriff's Office reports that auto theft has risen 25% and vehicle parts theft has risen to 59% last year.
The city of Fresno needs to create more lights and emergency boxes on the street so it's safer for residents to walk at night and no break-ins.
To avoid bringing notice to your vehicle, do not leave any belongings inside of your car and make sure to lock all doors.
The Fresno State campus is still buzzing from a full weekend of football, baseball, and vintage days. Gabe Camarillo was running around getting a taste of everything.
The Bulldog Block Party opened to the intergalactic tune of the Beastie Boys and people drinking Texas Twisters and munching on jumbo corn dogs with jumbo-sized limes. I'm not one to wait, so I watched live music, spotted our very own Sebastian Gonzalez, and even met Dr. Strange, I think.
Hey, Vintage Thursday, look.
Vintage Days was back in person for the first time since 2019, a place where people can shop, eat, and play games.
COVID put a pause to many things, and this being such a great turnout, it shows us how excited people were to see Vintage Days happen one more time.
Up next was the Fresno State football spring preview, the last of 15 practices for the Bulldogs this spring.
It was good. Just trying to wrap up on a positive note and thought some guys would good. I thought I missed a couple throws here and there, but with everything going on, it's for the fans, and we want to finish on a good note.
Fans watch both sides of the ball, offense and defense, make big plays.
Coming in, we were just like, let's finish the thing on the right way. We didn't want to go out, make mistakes, have big plays, that type of stuff. We wanted to do what we've been trying to accomplish the entire spring ball.
Fontaine on the mound. My day ended at Pete Biden Field, where home runs and timely defense helped the Diamond Dogs defeat San Diego State 6-2.
Well, that was the Bulldog Block Party, and after the football practices, after the sweaty day today,
10 seconds.
after baseball, I just want to sit down and enjoy that corn dog I never got a chance to finish eating. From Bulldog Stadium, Gabe Camarillo, Fresno State Focus.
The Bulldog Block Party required a lot of manpower to make it happen. Fresno State Focus thanks every staff member who helped, including our very own Holly Casina.
Curious to know about what it's like to be in a sorority? Deja D. Martin gives us the inside scoop on the ladies of Delta Theta Sigma.
Hi everyone, we are the Chi chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Every sorority has a special place for them. They also have a purpose. For the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta, that's to provide assistance and support in communities throughout the world.
We also have different drives, donations to different shelters, or other organizations within the Fresno area. We try to specifically target the Black community.
The Delta Sigma Theta sorority was founded in 1913, and while it serves the general public, its primary focus is on a specific community.
Education, political service, physical and mental health, all of those things that deal with that Black and brown communities in particular struggle with.
That's the subject. Now back to the system. The ladies of Delta Sigma Theta push their savvy. Even though they don't know them, the world will learn the plans to know about the system.
Competition seeing a Delta, even if you just have on a letter, she's wearing crimson and cream, it's automatically like, oh, that's my sister, we know each other, and we bond, and we get to know each other, and we always look out for Delta. So.
With the sisterhood comes long-term friendships, connections, and even networking opportunities.
Being in a sorority isn't just about having fun. It's about taking it, getting back to the community, and setting stuff. As Fresno State, I'm Merlyn Burriss Studio A.
If you're interested in knowing more about a sorority, this week they're hosting Delta Flix, where students can meet the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta.
Finals are only a few weeks away, and studying is a crucial part of your success. Here are some tips on how to be successful with your studies. Try not to cram a semester worth of studying into one night. Instead, section it out. Study with friends or classmates. Take advantage of resources on campus, such as the library and the Learning Center.
Art Studio 129 in downtown Fresno is gearing up for this month's Art Hop. Studio 129 is made up of Fresno State alumni. They met in Art Studio Room 129, so the group named its studio after that. Artist Mariah Calvert tells us more about the featured artists for this Art Hop, Allison Walker, and her flower installation room.
We were talking about this month prior. She already has some of the flowers done herself for another event, and we're just going to go off that and base off that and build and do something cool to like installation artist.
This will be the first time ever that they show an installation piece at the studio.
Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. If you're looking for a fun way to spend the holiday, Art Hop has you covered. Art Hop is tomorrow from 6 to 11 p.m. in downtown Fresno on Fulton Street. There's always live food, food trucks, and, of course, art.
How many podcasts do you listen to in a week? We all have our favorites. Fresno State offers a course for those interested in the medium, as Holden Wheeler shows us.
Inside the speech arts building at Fresno State, room 172, the NCJ 125 radio and podcasting class meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It is the radio version of Fresno State Focus, where they tell stories with sound.
I think so. No, I do.
The student journalists of NCJ 125 aren't hung out to dry. They have resources within the classroom, like teacher's assistant Mark Anthony Lopez. The students upload their stories in the Rundown Creator, where they can be brought to life when recorded, letting people like James Mora be a voice through the radio like he grew up listening to.
Being able to bring that experience to others and draw them and justify what they're doing.
The class is all their work uploaded on FresnoStateFocus.com under the radio edition tab, giving all the work they do in official home to be listened to and enjoyed.
For those interested in the course Radio and Podcasting, it can be found in the course catalog under MCJ 125. With the semester winding down, students are looking forward to a break. For others, the grind doesn't stop. You may have seen these signs around campus. Fresno State gives students the opportunity to fast-track their way to graduation. There are hundreds of classes running from anywhere between 2 and 9 weeks during the summer.
I scored one unit in the multicultural international upper GED. Even though I'm taking a summer class, I can still walk at graduation. I still get everything. I still have my hat gown.
Alexa or
all that.
Trisha?
So it's going to still be really cool to get to walk.
Oh, my bad.
Some of the classes are even free. The deadline to register and pay your fees is Monday. Spring intersection classes begin May 23rd. Summer classes, June 13th.
Coming up on Fresno State Focus, the stress of the end of the semester. I can feel it here.
The stress of our upcoming graduation, I can feel that here. We should go to physical therapy here on campus. Coming up, we'll show you what is available for students for free for any aches and pains.
Plus, we show you some of the hard work these drivers put into modifying their cars.
And I'm Mark Anthony Lopez. You ready for them? The 90s are here, but not for long. I'll show you when we dip back down into the 80s with your focus on weather when we come back. It says forecast. Stay focused. I keep screwing that up.
There's a tab on the thing.
They got the grace part.
Success.
That's crazy.
At Fresno State, it's no secret. It's discovering new ways to change our world. It's creating opportunities to diverse our community of thought. It's in the distinction of our graduates as they lead us into the future. Success is no secret at Fresno State. It's our
Focus on the weather. It's an absolute hot one today, and I'm not talking about the hot wing show, folks. It's absolutely hot here in the Central Valley. Taking a look outside the Fresno State Rose Garden, it's absolutely beautiful, clear skies, sun beating down, and it's absolutely perfect. Taking a look at a nationwide satellite, we're actually in the middle of America. There's a huge rainstorm system happening over across Kansas and Missouri right now, and a little bit in the northern east part of the United States. They're getting a little bit of rain, so it's a little unusual time. But looking back here or down in California, like I said, absolutely clear skies, nothing to report. There is this weather system right above me that is going to miss us entirely and go towards the Pacific Northwest, but no worries. It's going to be all nice and clear for today's highs. We're hitting 90s all throughout the San Joaquin Valley. Here in Fresno, we're going to be hitting 90. Hamburg, we're going to be at 92. Merced, you're going to be at 92 as well. But if you're trying to escape the heat today, we recommend going out to Shaper Lake. It's absolutely beautiful, 66 degrees. Looking at tonight's lows, Fresno's going to be down at 59 degrees, Hanford at 54. And like I said, Shaver Lake, if you're going to be out there, I'm wearing jackets, 40 degrees, folks. Absolutely cool. Taking a look at air quality in the San Joaquin Valley, almost all the counties are in the moderate range, and ironically for San Joaquin, it is absolutely perfectly fine. And your extended outlook, we have high 90s from Wednesday to Thursday, but we'll pull back down back leading into the weekend at 81 degrees and 73 degrees on Sunday. I'm Mark Anthony Levis, and that was Focus on Weather.
While genetics affect a person's longevity, so does a lifestyle that engages the mind and body. Will Matthews has more on how some seniors stay in good health and good spirits.
In the quiet suburbs of Union City, California, the Cornells have shared over half a century together. Maintaining their garden is a part of their daily routine of nurturing the earth as well as their own bodies through exercise. At age 83, the secret to longevity, says Donald Cornell, is
very much making really well.
Thank you.
Happy wife means a happy and longer life. And though few replacement surgeries have limited her range of motion, Will Cornell still exercises.
It's like it's got a piece like a bike. You sit down on it and you crunch it.
While engaging the body is a guaranteed way to promote heart health, it is also important to keep the mind healthy too. Physical therapies are an important part of healing. So too is retail therapy. Just a few miles north of Hayward, 16-year-old personal hospital lives in the Dr. Channel Lake see the field of work on the trip to the mall.
Actually, I was the first time.
Matthew says the fit of the item is most important to her, especially if something has added stretch where it's easy to slip on. A good fitting shoe can reduce the risk of straining a muscle or twisting a joint. A stylish pair of shoes can increase the chance of feeling young and fit. Will Matthews, Fresno State Focus.
No matter your age, it is never too late to improve your overall wellness. Exercise that promotes balance and flexibility can help prevent falls, something that is beneficial at any age.
Did you know Fresno State offers physical therapy services for free? Mark Anthony Lopez shows us.
The Fresno State is going to help them provide students with low-cost and even free services. There's one service inside of hundreds of dollars. Whether it's a sports injury or a back pain setting, the student physical therapist can help.
So whatever we learn in classes, we get to apply to our students that we treat here at Fresno State.
The physical therapy department provides students a hands-on experience where they take their classroom lessons into the real world. Dr. Gary Lenzel has been the growth of this service since it began 10 years ago.
The university was not able to employ a physical therapist, so they were very creative, asking our department to step in.
Students pay nearly $300 in student fees for a service they aren't aware of or take advantage of.
They don't know we have free physical therapy, so I try to kind of let them know and tell them to tell their friends to come to physical therapy.
A public clinic could cost
Somewhere between $60 and $100 a visit without insurance. Depending on the insurance, you could be paying a $20 copay.
So in the past, I had my knees actually messed up from playing baseball, but over the past month I was coming here to physical therapy to get stronger with my
Fresno State students can sign up for physical therapy services in their student health portals.
Part of feeling better goes with what you eat. For some people, eating vegan is the way to go. Planet Vegan is relatively new in town. The food truck opened right before the pandemic. They serve gourmet, plant-based burgers and fries. You can keep up with their Instagram for updates. They are usually closed Monday through Wednesday, but the other days they are open on Shaw Avenue.
If you're planning a Disney trip for this summer, you're in luck. Characters are back to greeting people. They weren't allowed to do so during the pandemic, but the hugs, photos, and autographs are back with all of your favorite characters.
Elon Musk is saying that Twitter will always be free. Some, however, might have to pay. This is just one of the changes that Musk is hinting at now that he's bought Twitter. He has also taken to the app to talk about the impact of free speech, saying, quote, "Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy," end quote. Musk says the platform should be politically neutral.
Many people use cars to travel from point A to point B. Others enjoy customizing them as a hobby. Sebastian Gonzalez shows us how this hobby became a lifestyle for some drivers.
Cars are more than only for driving. They are codes for drivers to play with. Well, in some cases. Martin Garcia, a car owner, enjoys modifying his car just to have a better car than the person next to it.
When I run on the road and then I see another car like mine, I know mine is dangerous. And like no one else has it. So, it's mine, my two hands built it, and no one else is gonna have it.
How exactly does it become a hobby?
Julian Rizzo has invested in three vehicles and has always stayed busy working on it. Rizzo tells us how this became a hobby.
I want to say my uncle has been a mechanic for his whole life, since I've known him, obviously. And he was heavy into modifying cars and having to do with whatever. And he was in the Nissan at the time, so I think he had that little bit of influence on me.
Although Rizzo might do this to pass the time, others want to do it for a living. Anthony Valtiera grew up doing this as a hobby, but eventually became a mechanic because he loved working on cars. They all started by seeing his new car at a very young age.
American cars to me became like the best thing on planet Earth. Once I was growing up, this came out in 09, this was 13. I was like, man, I gotta have that. That's just him. A supercharged Cadillac, smashing on all that Cadillac comfort. You can't beat it.
But if you like to improve your vehicle for fun or as a profession, you can say cars are more than just for driving. And with Carlos, Sebastian Gonzalez, Fresno State Focus.
Next week, the first ever board game cafe will open up in Clovis. James Mora tells us more.
Beer for the people is finishing up the finishing touches for its grand opening. Even though beer is in the title of the store, this is also a family. Beer for the Meeples has a wide variety of board games. On each box is a sticker color coordinated on some of them. Green being easy, yellow being medium, and red being difficult. There is also other stickers like blue and orange, determining whether this is a two-player game or a cooperative board game. But no matter what game you decide to play and how difficult it is to learn, someone from Beer and the Meeples will teach you how to play. Experienced players like Tyler Carlo and Joseph Bocanaga are both members of the Bulldog Board Game Club. It's their passion for board games that led these two to become looking for a job.
What I like to do, so it's really nice knowing that I'm a part of trying to, help board game culture, I guess, in Clovis, and help people have a space for it.
Building a community is the biggest step for a growing business. You do not need to be a board game enthusiast to have a good time.
My dad, who is in his 40s, he would love to have a place and go and play some games with friends and just drink a beer.
Guests under the age of 18 must be accompanied by a parent. James Mora, Fresno State Focus.
The grand opening is next Friday. If you're curious, Meeples is a board game term for little figures. Instead of people, they are meeple.
Looking for old school classic video games? There might be a store you haven't heard of where you could check them out. Blue Shell Gaming is a video game store that has classic video games, posters, and collectibles. Blue Shell Gaming might even take you on a trip down memory lane simply by just talking classic video games.
We love chatting them up, man. I mean, retro video games is what we do. All the new stuff is basically what we're still learning with all the community, so we got it all.
Blue Shell Gaming was at Vintage Days this past weekend. They have 3 stores in Clovis, Madera, and Fresno. Coming up in sports,
We have a story of a 2-sport dynamo. We introduce you to Daily Dunn and find out how in the world she competes in 2 sports and works towards her psychology degree.
plus it's time for a huge piece of humble pie. We share a few of our bloopers from this past semester.
You think these people are actually from
Welcome back. I'm Tyler Van Dyke. The Bulldogs are looking good for their season coming up. Last Saturday, the Dogs stepped back on the field for their spring preview. They started with some drills, showing out the skills of both the offense and defense. Quarterback Jake Hayner showed the fans that he's ready to lead the team next season.
The relationships and the connections that you made over the course of the summer and throughout the workouts is something that we'll do a really good job at. And I think it's something that we're going to continue to pay close attention to because I think that matters.
The Dogs take on Cal Poly at Bulldog Stadium September 1st. Being a student athlete at the D1 level is a lot in and of itself, but being a dual sport athlete is a whole different experience. I was able to find out how Daily Dunn does it on both the court and the track.
Fresno State hurdler Daily Dunn is not your typical track and field athlete. What makes Dunn unique is that she also plays on the Fresno State women's basketball team.
It can be challenging sometimes, like, I know from the things to basketball to track, it's like 2 different, muscle groups.
Dunn's dedication to both sports is shown through the time.
Great on time. You're doing a great job, Tyler. If you want to say anything after this, if there's anything that, I don't know, you thought of about her or whatever, you're welcome to say that.
Can I point at the camera when I say thank everybody on camera and
Sure, yeah.
behind the scenes?
Yeah, please use your bodies.
Okay. My jacket's a little tight, so I might be a little hard to move. This was freshman.
I like both. I know people always ask me which one would I choose, but they're both like, I love them both the same.
It can be a challenge just to compete in one sport at the collegiate level, let alone 2. But Dunn doesn't see it as a challenge. Instead, she's just grateful for the opportunity.
It's really good. I'm just super blessed to have the opportunity to do both sports at a high level.
Dunn didn't just start competing in both sports in high school either. No, Dunn started track and basketball way back in elementary school.
I started track in 2nd grade and basketball in 4th grade.
Dunn had her season best in the 100 hurdles at the Fresno State Invitational this past weekend and hopes to break her PR in the 100 and the 400 hurdles in the Mountain West Conference Championships next week.
You can watch Daily Dunn soaring over hurdles at the Mountain West Championships on May 13th and also hitting threes in the Save Mart Center next year. The fierce Giants-Dodgers rivalry is back. The rivals have not played each other since the Dodgers beat the Giants in the division series last postseason. Last night, the Dodgers took the win for this short 2-game series. Chris Taylor's 2-run single put the Dodgers ahead early with Urias pitching and earning the win. The Giants scored 1 run, but it wasn't enough. Game 2 is tonight at 7 in Los Angeles. A Fresno Grizzlies tradition is back this season, beer bats. The Fresno Social at Chuck Chansey Park is known as downtown's only sports bar. They offer plenty of drinks, including baseball bats of beer. People can bring their bat back for every game to get a discounted refill. The Fresno Social is in the left field concourse at Chuck Chansey Park. And that's your Focus on Sports. Back to you, Carl.
Thanks, Tyler. Graduation is in 2 weeks. Ceremonies begin Friday, May 20th. There is still time to get your cap and gown at the Bulldog store. Same with sashes and other accessories. Here at Fresno State Focus, many of us are graduating this semester. Gabe Camarillo produced the last 2 newscasts, and he's proud of his classmates.
I'm really happy for them. I've grown up with them, I've learned lessons with them, and there's so many things that I've learned from them that I'm going to use in my everyday life and career.
The Fresno State Focus crew worked hard this semester. Getting to the graduation ceremony is the final send-off before going to their future careers.
Although at Fresno State we work hard to give you the best show possible, our reporters have some slip-ups, and we're not too proud to share.
Okay, guys.
Well, it's because it was on him, and then it was supposed to be on her, but he was still reading. For the rehearsal, he ended up on. So you can move the camera when you're not on. It's true, but for rehearsal, he ended up taking mine. So I was confused.
Yeah, we're good.
I guess we'll just go to the endings. Okay.
I have bad memories of that ice on the ice. Bad.
Sneaks on the ice.
Really cold here.
It's not.
I can also confirm that ice is hard.
Kim is